They later released me without charges, but that's a lot of fun. If you type Portland police and the broken moral compass, there's a great video talking about the arrest. But yeah, but I highly recommend, shameless self-promotion, shameless self-promotion, shameless self-promotion. I mean, nobody else is going to promote my shit, so why not I? Check out, Portland City Hall, Come to Speak, Stay for the Beatings. It's a lovely little interview series where I interview everyone that was all over that. Oddly enough, there was more than a dozen video cameras around City Hall, and this is fun. This is why I exist. My buddy Jeff Singer, he's one of the cop watchers that was arrested. He runs Film the Police Hillsborough. He's also a well-known activist and anarchist here in Portland, Oregon. More of the red and black type anarchist, but whatever. I still love him. It's not his fault. He's a godless communist, people. But anywho, during Jeff's trial, because I'm an ANCAP and we love arguing with each other, ANCAPs and anarcho-communists, it's a theme. It's a thing. Okay, so during Jeff's jury trial, it comes out that City Hall and Portland Police Bureau claim that none of those video cameras inside City Hall or outside were recording because of data corruption.
That's bullshit.
I think corruption is that's accurate. So they're telling a half truth. They just need to remove the data out of the sentence, and then there we go.
It's like let's do an investigation on that. How is the data corrupted? Did you do it yourself, or did you delete the file yourself?
Right. Oh my God. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So that's what happened during the Yom Kippur Stampede. Or all you saw in the corporate media was police clash with people at Portland City Hall. I'm like, yeah, that's the extent at which the mainstream. And then, God, you people and your agendas. You know what I would love? I would love it if people on the right would stop acting like fucking sociopaths. And I would also love if people on the left would stop acting like sociopaths. And what I mean by that is when somebody that's left-leaning fucks up, everybody on the left circles the wagons and just defends them, no matter how heinous or fucking amoral or just fucked up the action is. I mean, you got fucking Bill Cosby. Okay. So he's a leftist, so the left defends him. You know what rhymes with Jello pudding pop? Rape. Okay, you got Bill Cosby, and like when he fucks up, everybody on the left, just circles a wagon. Or you got years ago, Whoopi Goldberg made a statement about some famous Hollywood guy. I forgot his name, but he raped a woman. He drugged her. It may have been Stanley Kubrick or some other very famous. The example is more important than the facts, the actual real facts. But yeah, she made a statement about this guy drugging a girl, and it was another Hollywood elitist and fucking her, a minor. And she said it's not like it was rape.
What is it?
Well, here's the thing, right?
It's not like it was rape. What do you mean rape? You didn't punch her in the face and drag her into an alley? But
we're talking about propaganda, though. Don't you think that that's propagated by the media so that people will take sides like left and right?
Oh, of course. I totally believe the corporate media propagates this and has the left and right fight with each other. And I would also love it if people wouldn't defend on the right as well, wouldn't defend their people when they commit a moral act just because that's the camp they're out of. But yeah, I totally see this agenda being and I don't know if it's a grand conspiracy. It might just be monetarily motivated. Like, for instance,
it's for ratings and views and clicks.
Sure. Yeah. Like, here's one for you. A lot of these people that think there's some kind of grand Illuminati conspiracy theory, gods and goddesses bless them, but I just don't see it like I don't see it in that way. I mean, allow me to get into it a little bit.
I'm Team Mason, just to let you know, I'm Team Mason.
Oh, nice. Right on. Cool. Team Mason. Right on. I was a lowly entered apprentice Mason in Kitten Lodge in Portland, Oregon. But if you don't attend a lodge meeting within a year, they put you on probation. So you're basically like in timeout. I'm in permanent timeout from Masonry right now.
The revolution got suspended.
Right. Well, whatever. I like those guys. They're nice. The Kitten Lodge guys are awesome. I'm sure there's like people like unfriending me now off Facebook, and there's people like clicking off the unsub button or whatever. But fuck them, whatever.
Oh, man, he's brainwashed just like the rest of them.
Oh my God, he laid in a coffin and jacked off for a bunch of rich guys. No, I didn't. But hey, I could tell you what I did as a Mason, but
then it'd have to kill me, right?
Right. So let's get back into this. Okay. Rich and plutocratic people all have the same agenda, but they don't have the exact same agenda. Their agenda is merely to keep power. They want to retain at least the same amount of power they have. Therefore, they will instinctively act in collusion with one another without having to plan it. So when someone first starts to, flirt with being sentient, it happens to everybody as a teenager at one point, or sometimes it happens when you're 40, or sometimes you stay asleep your whole life. But when you're starting to flirt with sentience, you start to see these interconnectivities. And a lot of people get caught up in the fact that they think there's some kind of grand Illuminati conspiracy because they see all these groups colluding together. But it's kind of like this. You ever walk through the woods and a stick gets a little too close to your eye and your eye closes and you move away from it?
Yeah.
That's an instinct. People that have power view the loss of that power the same kind of way that we flinch away from that stick. I mean, they're just like, so you start to get groups like, the Bilderberg group, or, there are, elitist plutocratic families that want hegemony. Of course they do. According to some estimates, the Rothschild family owns nearly half of the material wealth of the planet. It's one fucking family.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I forget what the estimates were, but they're worth in the trillions. Yeah.
Yeah, it's close to that. I think it's something like half the liquid wealth of the West or whatever, the Western Hemisphere. But so I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but I don't think there's some grand Illuminati or whatever you want to call them. I think there's hundreds of groups of plutocrats and conspiracies that all want the same thing. They want hegemony and dominance, and we are surviving monetarily on their table scraps at the moment.
Oh yeah, even the history of how these people even came to power, especially with the Rothschild family, was a little bizarre how they were financing their enemies, but both sides of the war, and then betting on who's going to get the banking system once they get taken over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing as Monsanto. Contributing an equal amount of campaign contributions and quote unquote favors and magic mystery dinners or whatever they do to politicians on the left and the right. They're hedging their fucking bets. My saint, my ass. Of all the corporations, oh please, oh gods and goddesses, arrange this for me. I would love it if every shareholder and every corporate head of Monsanto would just, in one unifying expression of dignity, just drown yourselves in 5-gallon buckets full of hot monkey shit. Just do it. Just make it happen. I mean, you want to talk about one of the most evil corporations there is out there. I mean, these fuckers are literally vandalizing the genetic heritage of the planet.
Oh yeah, the damage they're doing is I've said this over and over